Hi. What is your name and organization that you represent?
My name's Andy Dicker, and I work for the Ambassadors for Peace program, and that's run by the NAACP in 3 different MPS high schools.
What is your title there?
I don't really have a title. Ambassador for Peace would be my title, and I'm a college ambassador at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and we work with high school ambassadors for peace and try to make everybody realize how we can make our community better and make our schools better.
Okay. What do you think of the discipline issues in MPS public schools?
I think discipline is a word that confuses a lot of people. A lot of people hear discipline, especially teachers, and they think, how am I going to keep kids in line? You know, what discipline am I going to use? Am I going to punish them? How am I going to punish them? For me, discipline is more how you control yourself, how you're able to achieve your goals, keep your focus on what you've been planned on. Now, a lot of times we let emotions get us off our track, and it'll be where we'd rather fight or talk in the hallways with a young lady than we would spend our time in class learning and thinking. I think that's discipline. So, at the same time though, there's a huge problem with violence, and it seems like senseless violence in the city at younger ages. Now, I moved here recently, but I do think that there is a problem of kids getting more violent at a younger age generally in the city, and that's really sad to me.
Okay, what do you think they could do to fix these problems in MPS?
I think that's a good question, a huge question. You need to give teachers preparation, really, is what it is, because a lot of teachers come into it unprepared for not like the type of kids, but just dealing with kids every day that have their own issues. They don't know how to treat kids with respect, really. You know, and respect is a two-way street. You know, if you're a teacher and you're not respecting your students, you'll be hard-pressed to get your students to respect you. They probably won't. I think there needs to be room for teachers to come up with more creative ways to deal with conflicts, to deal with issues. Today, for example, we had a circle discussion where a teacher had a talking piece, and anybody who had the talking piece would be able to speak, right? But instead of just passing it along, it would go in the circle. So each person would be able to voice what they feel about it, and then the two that are involved, when it comes to them, they speak about it. So I think MPS as a district could really do more to allow teachers and schools to create more unique, individualized programs for treating discipline, rather than just, you know, you either get a 3-day suspension or a 5-day suspension.
So instead of a protocol, they should do it more personalized.
Exactly. I think that, you know, because discipline is not going to be achieved by suspending a kid for 5 days or 3 days or whatever. What's going to really make progress in that kid's life or make them change, exactly, is talking about it, is sitting down and having a teacher help guide them through that thought process. How do you think about your mistakes? Everybody's made mistakes. You know, I made a lot of the same mistakes that my students make right now when I was a child. But if I didn't think about them and just let them happen and not look back on them, I'll end up probably recreating and not growing. So